Okay, I'm off to Starbucks to get ready to do my some Fiverr work. Write a blog that haven't got back to for a while. One thing at a time, right? So, okay. This is a public service announcement about narcissists posing as photographers on Instagram. Malignant narcissists posing as photographers on Instagram. Now, this just happened to me yesterday, and it's kind of a coincidence. I think I mentioned in the last video that I went to Old Montreal with the guy. I'll just call him the guy. And just before that, like, I had known about this situation about him and a photographer, and I mean I've been in situations like that where they expect more from you. They want you to be their lover or whatever. Some sort of entanglement happens, and you're kind of naive. I was kind of naive. He's kind of naive, and you know, we're like, oh, this guy's doing photos. It's good. He's trying to help out from the goodness of his heart. I kind of relate to that naivety. If someone's too good to you, especially from the bat or from the get or from the jump, you know they want something in return, and you don't have to go to prison to experience that, right? So I'd known about a particular photographer, and when the shit hit this fan, the photographer said, remove all of my pictures I did of you, and he blocked them. So I get this person love bombing me. I may have mentioned this in the last video, I don't know, but it was just this morning I did it. It was still June 10th, 2019, Monday. But he said, oh my God, you're incredible, I would be an honor to photograph you, blah, 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 blah. So, I don't need that type of love bombing. That love bombing gets me really worried, like, yeah, are you willing to pay to take pictures of me? You know? But when I saw the guy's page, the first two pictures were of the guy. That was the guy I'm kind of spending some time with, who's already in a relationship, who, you know, it is what it is. I should get that into another video one day. I'm still dealing with it, but we had a good time. So I mentioned that, and I, forwarded it to him, and I'm like, is this the guy you were talking about? So he had just put the pictures back up, like 6 hours yesterday, 6 hours before I sent it to him. And then through him I learned that, take a screenshot, because he was blocked, so he can't see the forwarding of the picture. So good thing I took screenshots, because I got blocked. I'll get to that. So yeah, it was the same guy, and okay, so then of course the guy was saying, oh yeah, I should send a cease and desist letter. He was getting really into it. Impulsive guy, and obviously he was dealing all with anger. And he's telling me not to do it or whatever. I'm like, look, first of all, I've been through this a lot of times. First of all, secondly, I mean, if you're going from owning 4 businesses and realizing that you kind of got effed over, I don't regret doing it. But I'm just saying, that lesson, anything else before that is small potatoes to me. So I can kind of see things coming a mile away, and it's not the first time I've ridden this pony, or rode this pony, or I've been on this pony. or whatever the expression is. So he says, yeah, it would be an honor to take pictures of you. Can you get to my place? I'm like, sure. Where do you live? He said, where you live? I said, where the hell is that? And you know, I kind of knew because it's near where the guy lives. He said, he'll show me. So I'm like, okay, cool. The guy wanted to send the screenshots to him and tell him to remove the pictures right away. Me, I said, at least wait to see if I can get some pictures out of it. He'll point to me that I told you everything. So I was, you know, thinking to myself that maybe I'll get some pictures. I was thinking that. And anyway, we'll see what happens. If it's not meant to happen, it's not meant to happen. But there's still a little waiting out to do. That's me. Because if I'm listening to just the guy, you know, saying that he was criticizing him that he thinks he's a photographer, whatever. But he is. He wanted to do drawings, and his whole Instagram is full of drawings. So don't convolute everything because you've been hurt and rejected, and now you're saying the guy's crap. He may very well be a good photographer or a good artist or whatever. Don't take that away from him because it's a fact. Don't project the fact that you are hurt and now you're angry and now you're trying to tell everybody, oh, he's a piece of shit. Meanwhile, you did many things with him, the guy. Okay, so don't mix it up. Okay, but he was also saying that he does drugs and he has a mental illness and all that. Most probably, I said, well, you know, he's an artist. It's not uncommon. So, and if you're good at art, it means you're really fucked up. But anyways, so the conversation goes, and he says, yeah, I think he said, it'd be an honor to have you do that. And I'm sure. And I think I said, when are you available? And he said, possibly next month because I might be moving. I said, sure, we'll keep in contact. Then he lays his cards out pretty quickly. He says, are you willing to go naked or in boxers? And he saw my Instagram. I have shirtless pics, but they're all within a training context, you know, after gym mirror selfie type thing. This is the point where I'm working on my values also. And just like one of the other videos I recently did, where the guy sent me pictures of him sucking, and he wanted from me, and he was saying, you're my type, why would I show pictures of you to other people? I know you're trying to keep a professional image, but the pictures you send me, they disappear after a while, after a day. You think I don't know screenshot? You think I don't know how to... I can screen record every time I get a video from people, and I do, if I think they're cute. So I'm the king of capturing information, video or photo. And I'm not born yesterday again. I've been through this already. So getting back to the photographer, I just said no. That was it. He didn't answer back, and I was like, okay, that probably did it. That kind of shut the door on everything. So then I texted the guy and I told him the situation, you know. But what I didn't expect, but it kind of makes sense, this morning, I don't know, I think I was looking for the conversation that we had, and it's all gone because the guy blocked me. So when he blocks me on Instagram, all the conversations you have in messages are gone. All the notifications, the comments, they all go with it. I'm like, damn, I didn't take screenshots of that. That would have been so nice. You know, I'm laughing because, yeah, I got that little shock of hurt and rejection, you know, and part of me wanted to like go up to him and, you know, my reaction because of the way I grew up in violence, was violence, you know. So, and it did evolve into more passive-aggressive ways of dealing with things. But it didn't last too long, because I mean, the guy's nothing in the grand scheme of things. But I did feel it. I acknowledged that I did feel hurt. That, wow, no negotiation, no nothing. You showed your true colors right away. I am not complimented, but it didn't last long. I quickly came to realization that I realized that I hurt him by saying no, pretty abruptly. No, you're not getting me naked. I could add to it in my head being, no, you ain't cute enough to ever see this naked, you know? So that kind of helped me in my little sadistic self realize that I don't have to try to hurt him or get revenge or let the thought of that occupy my mind, because I hurt you quite well with just 2 letters and a period. If I remember having the energy to put the period, to even be worth putting the period. So that kind of, at this point in my healing, I see that, and I see that clearly. Someone who does that blocks you right away. And there was another video I did about a few weeks ago that someone blocked me right away. I didn't think of it that I realized he was hurt, but I didn't get any satisfaction. It like there was initial shock, but then after that I didn't think neither here nor there. I think I'm thinking more about this photographer because he did the same thing to the guy. So I was kind of thinking about him too, like, look, it happened to me, this is how it is. And I guess I kind of feel like a mentor towards this guy. And it's like, this is the way you handle it. You handle it, you set your boundaries, and then they're going to react the way they're going to react. He cut you off. So why would you have wasted time cultivating something with someone who's a piece of shit in that way? I mean, I think this guy did a lot of things with that guy. And then it ended off like that. So why? I understand why, because, you know, you want to progress. You'll take anything that comes your way, like actors, you know? And I've done a lot of things, and they've ended somewhat badly too. And then there's still little remnants of things. Is it worth, you weigh the pros and cons. Is there a few pictures that you get worth going through all that? Initially, probably. Because he still has the pictures, you know. So I would have done that, and I think I have done that. But then the more you get to it, I mean, the more you go through it, and the more of these that still come, if you're lucky for these things to come. I'm not saying lucky to have like narcissistic people in your life, but I mean, people wanting to take pictures of you and doing that, it means it's a superficial value, a social value, but it's still something, you know. And something in the sense that, for myself personally, I can learn to deal with it better. At this point in time, I don't need to go back and, you know, have someone's try to give me adulation and thinking that I need that, because I'm getting better and better at producing it myself, especially seeing, in fact, recently with the Facebook, the new Facebook, Take Back Your Life MTL, that I just started last Wednesday, and realizing that if I just put the work in and contact people, people will join. And I did that myself. It took me a while to realize that. I did the Instagram myself. It sounds lame, but I mean, I've had a YouTube channel for over 10 years, and this one I'm working on more. I still haven't perfected it, but At least I'm doing things consistently then. I've been so up and down because of relying on outward signs that I'm doing well. Mind you, seeing the subscribers on Facebook is an outward sign, but it just, I see it more, and I'm not looking to get I think it's better dosed. I mean, without thinking about my external, needing external validation, it's just that there has to be, you have to have some return on investment type thing. If you're doing something for 10 years and you're not getting one follower, you want to change it. The difference is I'm not relying on it to fuel my self-esteem. I did have, I had a plan B and a plan C. The plan A was just putting it there, and I talked to one person of a group that I was in that they've been nice to me since 2016. When I first started these videos, Take Back Your Life, the Facebook, the person I talked to, the woman I talked to, is taking back your life one step at a time. If you want to check that out, they put lots of nice quotes on daily. The actual founder died last year, I think, or a year and a half ago. But there's two moderators there. She helps me, and she puts quotes on my Facebook, so that's nice of her. That's the only one. But what I do is I try to contact people on overcoming narcissistic abuse, which is another Facebook that I've been on that I don't participate in, but I've been contacting people directly. And then initially I saw it wasn't working, and then I got the idea to kind of go onto my Instagram, and it's been generating organic followers easily with minimal work. I mean, I post twice a day, and I do a little spam. Not to upset the algorithm, but that's it. And so I started contacting them personally too, and that worked also. So that was the plan B. The plan B was trying to contact people on the Facebook, another Facebook group, instead of posting on their Facebook group, because they'll block you right away, or they'll tell you you're not allowed to do it, and they'll remove it. That would have been deceiving to me. Not deceiving, that would have been a letdown, and I would have stopped doing the Facebook. But now, I see better, and I'm more evolved, and I'm more experienced to know that, okay, there are other ways to do it. And so and listening to Gary Vee also, other perspectives help me. So it's not for an external for the validation, it's just to get the job done. And to do what I want to do is reading quotes and watching lots of videos and just posting them into one place, and then gathering that and building a community off of it. To build something, trying to build something. So that's where I'm at with that. I lost my train of thought. I better go to Starbucks.